Hey, it's Tamara, your dating and relationship coach at True Connection. So here are some tips for those of you that have children, but you're divorced, separated, and you and your children's parent have broken up. Okay, so visitation is really complicated and can be difficult, right? And in the beginning, it can be really tumultuous too, because maybe you two still aren't getting along, which is normal. That first year or two is going to be difficult. So you want to make the transitions easier. So here, what you want to do is cut down on the number of transitions. So what you want, like for example, maybe you make the transitions at school. When it's your day, you pick your children up from school, and that's the start of your visitation. When your visitation ends, you take them to school, and then that day, at the end of the day, the schedule for your ex-partner then starts at that time. You are not seeing your partner at all. You are not worrying about someone being on time, respecting the transition, have any conflict in front of the children. Or maybe you do that in the summer with camp or clubs or friends' house or play dates, things like that, so that you aren't seeing each other as much. And also, you're not having any conflicts in front of the kids during that first time period that you two still don't quite have, things down pat yet. Another tip, a lot of people like to do week on, week off schedules. So consider if you really want that. You might think it's better for the kids, but is it really? Okay, so let's say you want to be in a golf league, a bowling league once a week, but you have the visitation schedule of week on, week off. Right? First of all, when they're little, your children can't go a full week without seeing you. That's just too long if they're small. But if they're older, you might assume your children would prefer that. Well, logistically, it's easier on everyone, right? But it's going to be really difficult on you for a number of reasons. If you want to do that golf league, bowling league, you're going to have to get a sitter then, or leave your children during your week to go participate in anything that meets weekly. If you want to see, you're dating someone, you want to see your partner, you're going to have to leave your children to go see your new partner. Because who wants to go half the month, a full week without seeing your partner? That's really difficult. So think about your lifestyle and your interests in your work schedule. Sometimes for work, week on, week off is really difficult too, because you're putting all your energy into your children for the week that you have them. So things get neglected for a full week and they go back. Not only have you not seen your partner, but now because you've neglected your work for a week and your relationship during your other week, now you are trying to fit in everything, errands, chores, your partner, catching up on work, meetings, appointments. Oh my gosh, it can just get out of hand and honestly get overwhelming. And then when you get overwhelmed, you're not going to be a good partner. So what some people do is they do Mondays, Tuesdays, every other weekend. And every other weekend is Friday through Monday morning. The transition takes place at school. So weekends are full weekends. If you think about it, there's really no point in your children coming to your house on a Sunday night just so they can go to bed and then get on the bus. Unless they're little, like some people have exes that really aren't on the ball, and you don't want to send them off to school unprepared without their lunch, their money, their permission slip signed. So there are some exceptions. So these are all, general tips. If your spouse is, a little out to lunch and not very organized, you might need to make some changes and have them come over Sunday night. But the truth is, you are again giving up time with your partner, not getting any more visitation doing it this way, because the next Sunday you've got to take them home. So you're gaining and losing visitation on that Sunday night. So it all shakes out in the wash. It's all the same. It's still like 50-50. 50-50 might not work for you either. Your partner might be, in a dangerous relationship. The point of these tips is so that you have balance, that you have room in your life for a new partner, for hobbies, for productivity, and for staying up on your job. You don't want to lose your job because of your visitation schedule. It's easier to stay organized if you don't do the full week on, full week off. Okay, so just some things to consider. That's what's worked for most everyone in, my situation. I asked my own children when they got to be old enough, do you want week on, week off? A lot of people do this. No way. They did not want any part of that, and that was for all the reasons that I discussed. They don't want to go a full week without seeing me, even though They're older now. Think it through when you create that visitation schedule. And remember, it's not in stone. Your partner, even though you've created this, is going to want to change it too. Once they get dating and they realize the complexities of week on, week off, they really don't want to do it either. Just talk it out with them. Talk it through. And if they say no right now, once they start dating somebody, they're going to change their mind too. You watch. Talk to you later.